Okay, so before we head outside, I want to first disclaim that it's going to be extremely windy, so I'll probably be flying around. And RIP to the headphone users because you probably can hear some of the wind noises. Good as freehold, located within this quiet and serene neighborhood of the Loyang vicinity. Welcome to Bluwaters. This is a 4-bedroom duplex sea-facing penthouse. So let's just start off the tour. So this is the kind of views that you can have your morning coffee to if you live here. This development TOP in the year 2007. There are a total of 45 units here ranging from the 2, 3 and 4 bedroom unit type. The unit that we're standing in, this is the second largest unit in the entire development. We're standing at over 2,700 plus square feet in a very quiet and serene area. Location wise, we are located on Jalan Loyang Besar. Of course, your Pasir Ris Park at downtown east, these are the landmarks over here. So this development is 946 year leasehold in nature, so it's pretty much as good as freehold. So let's just start off the tour by touring the upper floor of this home. So we actually have our own jacuzzi up here and also a little dipping pool. So if you are hosting, I think this makes for a fantastic pool party, and you also get to enjoy the beautiful sea views. At the back, there's also a pantry and washing area, which makes hosting and cleaning up much easier. As we come out onto the upper deck, you'll see that the vantage point over there is really lovely. And we're also located among other low-rise apartments as well as townhouses. So this is one of the reasons why our unit gets to enjoy a pretty much kind of unblocked view, and there's also no blockage towards the wind. So currently you'd see that the timber decking is done up on this area here. So I think this is also very reminiscent of the kind of resort style kind of bar counter. You want to order your beers over here. In terms of the sitting area, you can probably do a long table kind of setup. Anyway, all of the shelters are already done up here. Consider to install some ceiling fans, but I don't think you'll need to given how windy it is here. So on the other side of the fence, you see that our owners have actually used this fencing to segregate the different zones of the house. So formerly, they used to have plants lining the entire row over here. This would be the dedicated barbecue spot of the home. Penthouses, barbecues and sea views. I think this just makes for a really lovely experience for you as well as the guests that you're hosting at home. So if you look at the greenery over there, this is currently a forested area. This is actually zoned for residential use with a plot ratio of 2.1. So 2.1 will look something like the surrounding buildings over there. That is actually the Ripple Bay condo. So for our unit, you get to enjoy a predominant sea facing. You don't have to worry too much about the views being affected over the years. The island in front of us, that's actually Pulau Ubin. I don't think there will be any mega developments coming up. So you really get to enjoy this picture view of the sea. Alright, so let's head back inside. So on the second level, there's actually a bathroom as well as a bedroom. So let's tour that. So you're actually getting a full bathroom for your second level. So WC glass shower screen as well as a shower behind the door. This is also ventilated with windows. So if you're hosting on the second level, your guests just have to head down here. They don't have to climb all the way down to the lower level to relieve themselves. So coming into the only bedroom on the upper floor, currently this home is vacant. So what you can place in this space, you can actually place in a queen size bed. So you actually notice that in this era of projects, they do have bay windows. So what you can probably do is to explore some custom carpentry to allow your bed to directly sit above. You can still place in a table on this side here because your wardrobe is already recessed and tucked nicely against the wall line. So let's go on to the lower level. So as we head on down, you'll actually notice that the developers have cleverly used glass on this area. Some more at the bottom here, which our owners have already frosted. So this actually allows plenty of light into the entire stairway. So coming into the lower level, so this is actually the living room of the home. Previously, our owners have placed in a 3-seater sofa on this side here. So this is supposedly the dining space, but of course with views like that, you'll probably be having most of your meals outside. So let's just tour the balcony area. Coming out into the balcony, this is actually of eastern facing. You get to enjoy the same lovely views. In front of us, this is actually the chalets. so they're only up to the first level. So what some of our neighbors have done is they've actually placed in zip tracks over here to enclose up this entire space. You can also put in ceiling fans. So this can function as an additional dining area for the home. You can also opt to do up some timber deckings for the entire area to let it flow as a seamless extension of the living room. So let's have a little chat about some of the developments coming up here. So just across from us, the entire forested area, that is going to be the future government land sales on that side. Chances are they will also be 99 years, as we have seen from the Ripple Bay cluster of condos. Just further down towards downtown east direction, that's where the Loyang EC plot is. So that plot is already sold as an EC plot. If we were to take a look at the break-even prices between that plot and Orel at Tampines, you'd see that there's actually a $10 gap on a PSF basis. So I think what's really good news is that Orel has about 600 plus units, and on the first weekend, they actually did 90% of sales at an average of 1,700 plus PSF. So chances are the Loyang plot is probably going to be launched at the similar price range. So this strong take-up rate are just testament to the demand for this eastern region homes here. With the entire row opposite to us that's going to come out into future land sales and the Loyang EC plot, I think this will all help to prop up the pricing in this region. What more, our unit here has a longer lease with 946 years compared to the 99 years that the GLS sites offer. You're also entering at a very safe benchmark pricing at just under 1,000 PSF. So this home is 2,734 square feet with an asking price of $2.7 million, and developers don't build homes like this anymore because of the way GFA is calculated and open roof terraces. And among newer homes, I don't think many of them would be offering a private pool either. So this is also a luxury of space and is something that is no longer in production. So currently this is a single galley setup. You have top and bottom cabinetries all done up. We also have a 3-burner gas cooker over here. So this would be the fridge provision for this level. Of course, you can probably put a secondary one on the upper floor. So this will actually be the bomb shelter unit of the home. Do you need to convert this into a helper resting space? You can probably just change into some louver doors to allow for ventilation and add in a ceiling fan. So coming further into the kitchen, you'll see that they actually do have an oven here as well as additional cabinetry space right above. So this would be the yard area. Behind me would be your WC, your helper's bathroom. So the yard is also properly separated with a door. So you can actually hang your laundry here without having to worry about the smell from your cooking. This space here will actually be the washing machine provision. And this also allows you to do a stacking system if you wish to have both a washer and dryer. So we also do have our own internal refuse unit, which makes it even more convenient. So on the lower level, the common bathroom similarly is also equipped with a large window which our owners have already frosted. So glass shower screen on that side. What you can probably do with this space is to change this into a mirror that has storage behind, so you can leave all of your products tucked away. So the wall tiles, these are of the brownish tone. I think it ties really nicely with the entire development's color theme as well. So as we head into the common room, you'll see that there's a little pocket of sitting area over here. You can actually just install shelvings over here to use this as a trophy display case or even as a bookshelf. So coming into the first common bedroom, bedroom flooring, we do enjoy parquet flooring, so built-in wardrobes are over here. So without remodeling the design of the room, you can actually fit in your bed on the side of the room here. So probably a super single that will be comfortable, and you can have your desk space over here. So heading on into the last two rooms of the house, so our owners have actually adjoined the master and the common room. So you see that both of these rooms here actually enjoy the same lovely sea facing, and this bedroom also allows you to look into the balcony area. So for this room, because it's under the stairs, you can actually utilize this section to become a secondary storage unit of the house. In terms of the bedroom sizing, what you can probably do is get some custom carpentry to place in your beds and desk on that side. So the original wardrobe placement will be under the stairway, which will allow you to fit a queen size bed on this side here. So of course, if you need all full 4 bedrooms, you can place back the wall and reposition the wardrobe space to allow this space to function comfortably as another common bedroom. So let's flip over. So master room wise, previously our owners have actually placed in a king size bed. They've also placed in these bronze tone mirrors for this area as well as under the bay window space. I think what would be really lovely is if you place in some sitting cushions, or you even place in a day bed over here. You can just lounge here, read your books, and look out into the sea. On this side of the bedroom, this is actually a dressing corner. So you can actually place in your vanity table because there's an additional panel of window here which allows light and ventilation to come through to this space. Our owners had previously used this space as a little study nook. So for the master room, the original wardrobe placement was meant to be a strip along the wall over here. So once you place in the walls, you can easily place in your wardrobe as well. So this is also facing towards your bathroom. So for the master bathroom itself, you actually do get a rain shower system, Duravit WC, and your sink would be on this side with some storage under the vanity. For parents with school-going kids, we also have Casuarina Primary as well as Pasir Ris Primary within the 1 km radius. You also do have a couple of private preschool options right within a walking distance of our unit. In terms of amenities wise, of course, your downtown east, there's just a short ride away. Alternatively, you also do have your malls in the Tampines area, Jewel at Changi Airport, as well as the newly opened Pasir Ris Mall and White Sands at Pasir Ris MRT. So accessibility wise, once you head down, there's actually a feeder bus that will take you to Pasir Ris Interchange. So if you are looking for a good-ass freehold 4-bedroom duplex penthouse with this lovely sea views located within this quiet and serene neighborhood of the Loyang vicinity, do give our listing managers a call. Our numbers can be found right down here. Do also hit the like and subscribe button. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm Cheryl, PropertyLimBrothers. Always happy to show you the place.
Boring.
Yeah. Need to say it in a more like not funny way.
That's
in
funny.
a more